Hi besties, thought I'd come out and just do a little film in the garden. Basically there were two reasons. First reason for my friend Joy, because she says she doesn't get a lot of snow where she lives, so I thought I'd come on and just show you how my garden is. This is the second time I've done this, because I did come in out earlier and do it, and when I went in I hadn't switched it off properly, and all you got was me humming, ahhing and oohing at the fact that I was having to take my clothes off because it was so cold. My friend Jane, she's in her garden cleaning her path, bless her. It's an ongoing chore, I'm afraid, though, at the moment. You clear it, you get more snow, you clear it, you get more snow. But I also wanted to say, a lot of you ladies out there will remember when you had terry towel in nappies and how you used to hang them on the line and they would freeze. And when I came out here earlier, I noticed, look, rockin' hard. But this is a good time to get your sheets and everything on the line, because hopefully they will freeze dry and they will be as fluffy as anything. They'll go absolutely marvellous. My hubby's been out, look, as you can see, he put the washing on the line, bless him, and he's cleared all the paths and he's done everything to his flowers. He's got to tend his babies, his little bushes. He has to knock the snow off because of the weight on them, and apparently he's read somewhere that it's best to get the snow off. My herbs are under there, girls, look, my herbs somewhere, but I'm sure they'll be okay. Just be well watered when the snow melts, won't they? It is quite deep in places. You really can't see how deep it actually is, but it is quite deep. I mean, the children on the estate, my grandchildren, are absolutely loving it. Over in the corner there is a little tractor. It's the children's tractor, and yesterday when Jaden was here for a little while, because Mummy had to go downtown and do some shopping, so I had him for a little while, and his little sister, Poppy Emma, who you've met on here. They came, and his concern was not the snow and being stuck in it. His concern was that the tractor, the toy tractor, would get covered, and that was his main concern. Mummy bought them a sledge yesterday and took them out on that for a little while. That's my Charlotte. So they had a little bit of fun. The old-fashioned fun that many of us used to enjoy when we were little, because we had more snow then, as you know, far more snow than we get now, I believe. I mean, we used to get well snowed in when I lived right out in the countryside, but there you go. I'm not going to do a theme Thursday this week, girls. Boys, I just haven't got the energy for it. As you know, it is a lot of messing around. I say messing around, it's a lot of hard work, should I say, getting everything out, getting it sorted. And I think the cold weather and the lack of sun really is beginning to take its toll on many of us now. I think we're getting tired. We'll be welcoming spring with open arms. I really do think that it is time for some sunshine. Over on the wall, over there on the wall, I don't even know if you can see it, but on the wall by the window there, the large French door, shall I say, there is my mum's rose, and it has not stopped blooming all through winter. I call it my mum's rose because it was my mum's. It was my aunt's, and when my aunt sadly passed away, my mum moved it to our home down the road. And then when my mum passed away, I did the same. And we've had it all this time. So that's say 30 years. I might be incorrect, cut a few years off that, I'm not sure. But this year was the first time that I've ever known it to bloom all the way through winter, which it did this year. I don't know what you lot are going to be up to this week. I expect some of you got snow, some of you haven't. Not really sure what I'm going to be doing this week, apart from staying warm, drinking lots of hot, warm drinks, and keeping well covered up. What did I do yesterday? Oh, yesterday I had fun. As I say, the children came up, and then in the evening I took a slow walk down to them because it was getting icy in the evening. Because, as you know, it's nice to walk through snow when it's new lane because of the fact that it just crunches and you don't slip. But then once it starts to thaw and then refreeze, it's like walking on a sheet of ice, and that really is no fun at all, is it? Really is not. So I walked very gingerly down, stood in their front gardens, and proceeded to throw snowballs at their window. My grandson Gabriel, he came and said, "Here, Grandma, here, throw one here." He's shouting through the window, tapping on the window. My aim was rubbish. He kind of realised that quite quickly, so just said, "Throw it." So that was okay. Yes, we've got plenty of dogs on the estate. Can you hear them? I quite like the sound actually. It's probably because I'm out here talking. But anyway, everybody is clearing away snow and hoping that there won't be that much more. Our local town's quite rural, and even our firemen, bless their hearts, have been out clearing roads, helping people as best they could. Really fantastic. I think because we're pretty rural, our roads don't get gritted as much as perhaps some of the bigger towns do, but that's okay. We've lived out all our lives, most of us, and we know exactly what we're doing. We're not silly. I mean, we lived through the strikes and all that in the 70s. I think we can make a little bit of snow, don't you? It's nothing, is it? Nothing at all. Anyway, the only thing I did notice, of course, was everybody going crazy in the shops. Everybody was saying everybody's out in force, buying extra bread, but no, that's not the type of thing that happens to me, and it's not what I do, because I was brought up in a time when you had a store cupboard. The store cupboard was kept topped up. You checked the dates, and if you ever couldn't get out, or you was ill or anything like that, you would use your store cupboard. So I'm not going to go crazy. We're not going to be going buying gallons of milk and trays of loaves of bread to put in the freezer. It's just not going to happen. But anyway, that was it. I just wanted to come on and say hi to you and say that I hope you have a great theme Thursday. Yvonne, I'm sorry I'm not doing it this week, darling. Just not got the energy. I'm sorry, sweetie. But I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to find myself a nice cup of coffee, and I'm going to wrap myself in a blanket, and I'm going to go on Facebook and play some games. But anyway, you lot, thank you ever so much for your time. I hope you had a fantastic week last week, and you're coming into a fantastic week next week. So, love you all. Kisses from me. Bye.